closer. You couldn't get a louder one, could you? Ricky wouldn't like that, you know? Ricky wouldn't like that. Ricky would be like, can you carry it?
With the 4 cameras that we use, we've gone back to shooting how a regular sitcom would work. So we have Fisher booms on the set over the top of the cameras. The Fisher booms are used because a boom swinger wouldn't be able to manage the script as the show is happening live. A boom swinger will have their hands in the air, and although I can probably remember 20 pages of dialogue, there's no way I'd be able to remember we do about 185 shots per live episode. So I can't remember 185 shots and the dialogue at the same time. With 4 camera shots, we have to know what camera shot is live at a certain point in the scene, and if there's a massive wide shot and a close-up, and they cut from a wide shot to a close-up, we need to be able to get the microphone in to match that shot. So as the boom operators are going through the scene, they're watching the script while watching the actors, while watching the shots, and then cutting everything at the same time. It's like rubbing your tummy and patting your head at the same time. The operators that do it, they're absolutely fantastic. They really are fantastic. The sets on Red Dwarf have been extremely challenging for me personally. The corridors look fantastic, where you can get that low shot and you can see, and it looks like it goes on for miles and miles and miles, with the way that the designers use the headers in the corridors to create depth. It looks fantastic, but it is my nightmare. Doing walk and talk backs down corridors, those headers are about 7 inches above actors' heads, and my microphone is bigger than 7 inches. So it's been extremely challenging doing walk and talks back down corridors, especially live in front of an audience. We have to mic the audience, otherwise it would be weird with it going out on television where you just hear distant laughter. Because the laughter track happens in the same room as the performers, they actually overlap. So instead of trying to make them clean, you have to jam them together. So we have about 14 microphones above the audience during a live recording that is monitored and recorded so that you're able to match the laughter track up to the performance. The way that technology has progressed from where this show first started back in 1996 to where we have today, we're able to put all the performers on their own personal radio mic. And like the cameras are isolated recording, we're able to isolate their personal microphones with the use of the technology. So every performer that's on the stage has an isolated radio mic, and then in the post they're able to go back and listen to their hidden personal microphone and do some fantastic post effects to help with the scene. Hiding a personal mic is part of a boom operator's job, and it's quite tricky on this show with a mechanoid robot that's supposed to sound metal but is actually made of plastic. So it's quite tricky to try and hide the microphone and make it sound in a useful manner. He had to drill into his breastplate and get a microphone out and push against the fabric for it to be able to work. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to have a microphone on him. All you'd hear is as he walked, which in the first week was my nightmare. It was really difficult. So with Rimmer's microphone, we were able to collaborate with the costume department and get them to add something to his costume for us to get a microphone in its optimum position. So on Rimmer's tunic, there's a piece that is added that creates this shape. If it was all in one, we wouldn't be able to get a microphone on there. So we're able to place the microphone in its best position, which is just in the break on where the tunic is. Starburg's been an extremely difficult set to navigate through for sound. It's an enclosed space. They shoot through the front windscreen, and I have to operate up the top of a 15-foot ladder with a 25-foot telescopic pole. It's quite difficult. I can't necessarily see the actor most of the time. I asked the studio engineers here at Pinewood to put a monitor on top of Starburg so I could see a cut picture like the Fisher booms would have in front of them, because operating where you can't see the actors or the shots or where they're pointing or what the actors are doing was proving far too difficult for us to get any consistent sound out of Starbug. So I was able to get the engineers to put a cut picture and a quad split, which shows me the 4 frames that the cameras are doing, and I was able to make decisions during the live on the night.